Hi, my name is Christina Valentine. I am the author of Lost Alliances, and I wanted to use this video to appropriately provide a short synopsis of my book, because my little awkward introduction was a little awkward and not very clear. The main character is Hope Soul. She is an elf, and she, right before the start of the book, was the Lady of Nobilis, and the Lady of Nobilis was the lover of Casimir, the Dark Lord of Balrog, and Casimir is the emperor of the Tenebron Empire. In case your Latin is a little rusty, Tenebron is very close to the Latin word for darkness, and so taking that into consideration, it quickly becomes obvious that Tenebron Empire is not a good empire. They pretty much oppress the humans. They have a very large empire. It's definitely the largest empire in the world. Second largest would be the Ducalan Empire, and they're interesting. I promise to explain them better in a later video, but right now I'm just trying to explain the plot. The Tenebron Empire generally rules with an iron fist, no dissension, just very tyrannical. Um, the people don't get a whole lot of food, or their sons get conscripted into duty to work for the empire as soldiers, and they may or may not ever come home. They fight in wars that they never really signed up to be in. So there's a lot of bad stuff that happens. You kind of expect this dark empire. There's some bad stuff. Hope, she has a brother, a half brother named Eladin. At the start of the book, he will be referred to as Tardine, just because that is his first name. He goes by his middle name. It's just a personal preference of his. So Eladin recruits Aiden. Aiden. I say his name wrong. Aiden. Eladin recruits Aiden to try to not really capture per se, but find Hope and bring her back to Eladin for the purpose of trying to redeem her, bring her back to the light. So that's what the first little part of the book is about. Once they get Hope, Eladin actually has the ulterior motive of trying to bring down the Tenebron Empire. He wants to bring peace to the world, happy, happy. And he believes that Hope can really help him out a lot with it because of her history as Lady of Nobilis. Plus, Hope is just really awesome, even if she doesn't realize it. She's actually the best man for the job. She's obviously not a man, but you know what I mean. Hope and Aiden are probably the most important characters, but Eladin is a very important secondary main character. That's a very vague, brief synopsis of my book. I'm going to make a couple of videos, probably tonight, that will explain some of the other things like the Tenebron Empire, the Ducalan Empire, Eladin and Hope and Aiden's characters individually, to provide you a little bit of spoiler-free history on them so that you can really understand, what kind of world you're dealing with. And I hope you watch those, and I hope you read my book when I get it finished and published.